Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And that gets things running. Massaro. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. And it's from Mario. Pinches it off him. Great vision. Lovely pass, but can he get... He's having a shot! And it's a goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
So, a breakthrough already. Nicely shaped ball. Alexander-Arnold gets over and intercepts. Osimhen, he is onto this. Looking to play him in. Great ball, and he's in here. Goes for a shot! It's in! And the lead lost no time at all.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Oh, the deftness of touch. Received it delightfully and finished it off sumptuously. And the finish! He scored! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Milan go into the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
And he's straight offside. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Van Basten, and this is Van Basten. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. He's got tall. Good to pay. Looking to go forward now. Milan have got it back and they'll have another go. Pull it. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Davids. And he's managed to get free. Not the worst cross in the world, but still room for improvement. Threads one in. That is a great pick out. Just the goalkeeper to... He's had a shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Davids.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
It's Van Basten! Denied by an instinctive save.
Van Basten clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Corner number 2 then. And that has been cleared. Yamal to Osimhen. Good to pay. Have the chance to go the other way. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Probing pass. Neatly clipped into space. That is Conte. Now it's Osimhen. Pirlo. Now it's Inzaghi. Beraldo kept his eye on it, and he's there. Now it's Osimhen. He's a sharp little ball here. Now it's Osimhen. He has found the way through. Chance! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
That's a throw. Looking for options for movement. Good to pay are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Guardiola played out towards the right wing. That has not gone well. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the...
And the shot! He has done it! 2 up now, and they are cruising. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Massaro! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it. Opts for safety. Conte. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. It's a pretty loose pass. No, that's been intercepted. And it's made its way to him. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Dida sends that a long way. Now it's Osimhen. Gullit. And here's Van Basten. Gullit and Gullit! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they're at it again. And it's half-time here.
Substitution on the field, number 99, Osimhen.
And we're off again.
Number 19,
Goods to pay, decide to shake things up. There has been a change in personnel.
Van Basten.
Goods to pay, different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change. Filippo Inzaghi really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Well, there's a probing ball. It's come through, and he's had a quick look inside. Big header! And the keeper has shown real class. He had to be at his very best.
Milan certainly looked sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Oh, that's well spotted. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Van Basten. Van der Vaart. Now that's well seen too. Now he's got space here. Well, that's been cut out, well played.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
And the shot! And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Musa. Alexander-Arnold calmly anticipates. Filippo Inzaghi. Shoots! Oh, taken with style. Comfort, yet more comfort. Easing away. Terrific goal, what a super sharp finish.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
It's become a case of men against boys. Van der Vaart. Gullit. And he's in on goal. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Well-timed, excellent interception. Well, nicely intercepted. Can he get on the end of this? No, it's Inzaghi. Oh, shooting chance!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And that's it. And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. There's the whistle and here we go. Well, now here is a young man who really does seem to have the whole world at his feet. Lamine Yamal, a player of barely matched potential and indeed of barely matched expectation.
And the inevitable comparisons that go along with that, Peter.
And are those comparisons justified?
Well, from what I've seen of him so far, very much so. There's pace and great technique, but the most outstanding quality about him is his maturity, especially when it comes to...
He's having a go! A real chance and a real let-off.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
Maldini. Forlan, distributed tidily. Van der Vaart. Rodri. It's a pretty loose pass. Van der Vaart. Well seen. Saw that coming. And it's Davids. Now it's Romario. Threads one in. No, he's just misjudged that one. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Now it's Van Basten. And he cuts out the supply. It's Forlan. Van Dijk kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Goods to pay, still without a single shot on target.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Caceres. Conte. Alexander-Arnold. That is good alertness. Now that looks a decent ball.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Maldini. Some really good ball movement. And that's a good ball. Yamal. Van der Vaart. Romario. Yamal. He's through here. Now this could be a chance. Up he goes! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
That's great reading of the game, and it led to a decent chance. Cracking aggression.
Can he get on the end of this? Yamal providing an outlet on that flank. Davids. It's Van der Vaart. Great vision. Alexander-Arnold looking to hit the byline here. And it's Forlan. Half an hour played now. Conte. Hakimi. Nicely spread. Yamal. Yamal's great chance! It's in! And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
So the first goal of the game.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, well played. He's gone for goal! Oh, he's got to be disappointed with that. Romario unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And he was quick to react. And here's Van Basten. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Van Basten showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. He might be in here! And it's Davids. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And this is Roberto Baggio. He could be in here. And here's Yamal. Ah, he's had it taken off him. Forlan. Yamal delivering the
There will be
goods
1
as
minute
expected.
added time.
Well, not only can a player of such high calibre show the imagination to set up a goal, but he can also produce when the pressure's on to deliver a big moment. This guy was born to create.
That's a risky ball, you've got to say. And we hit half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
Here we go again then.
Gustepe really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Played in by Van Basten. Bayer claims it, safe hands. Hakimi. Now it's Yamal. Tries to pass it through. He's in plenty of space here. He is through here.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Ronaldinho. Lovely bit of skill. Forlan. And the shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Cross flung in towards the middle. It's Ronaldinho! This time surely! It's a goal! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Substitution on the field. Number 20.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
15,
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third. Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Ronaldinho! In he goes again. A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
That's great industry from the front line there. A lot of chasing, a lot of pressure, and they forced the error.
Alexander-Arnold, nice looking ball. Can he get onto this? Van der Vaart. Van der Vaart really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Gustepe still have the cards to affect this game. And he's managed to get free. Oh, this is a shot at goal! Relentless! Just relentless! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. That was a given. It always was.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
A case now of complete control.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
And here's Baggio. That's a good ball out wide. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Back into the middle. Roberto Baggio. Chance for a shot! And he hits the net. Results no longer in doubt. It's just about how many. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
It's become a case of men against boys.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
And here's Osimhen. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Well, that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. And that's it. And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So it's away we go then. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, a player I've been looking at for quite a while now, Peter, is this guy, Bastoni. He's always impressed me with the way he's gone about his game. He's physically dominant, he's very intelligent in his reading of the game and his positioning.
And the shot! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
Goods to pay, finding themselves unexpectedly behind. It's Van Basten! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing. And we have our very first corner. Kante getting this one clear. Rudiger cuts it out. And now they can spring out of defence. Conte. Bastoni. Now Timber. That has not gone well. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And this is Lewandowski. This looks promising. Pass somewhat off target. Plays a sharp little ball here. And the finish! Oh, he's been caught on it here. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Van Basten is eyeing up his options in the middle.
I think it looks as if they're going to try and whip this one in with pace.
He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Guardiola. Messi. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Van Basten gets flagged offside.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Oh, that's well spotted. Davids, it's a pretty loose pass. Messi. Can he get it through? Not the most accurate pass. Amrabat. And it's Conte.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Oh, that was vital. Great chance! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Hazard clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Time and again they are repelled. No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. That is ended up in no man's land. Now he's off and running. Oh, that's a key interception.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Alexander-Arnold has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident. Davids. Conte. And it's Davids. Messi. Pass is just off target. Davids cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Amrabat. And this is Van Basten. And this is Lewandowski. Gets into some space. Tries to play it through. Hangs in a cross.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Messi. Oh, he's gifted it to the opposition. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Conte. That has not gone well. Yamal. Aims beyond the defence.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
And we hit half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Attenzione, un cambio.
There's the start of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Alexander-Arnold spots it and intercepts. Played into space. He's in a great position. Osimhen! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Osimhen really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
It's their second corner of the game. Alexander-Arnold goes short. And out it comes again. Looking to play him in. In once more. Has a look and plays it forward. Amrabat deals with that comfortably. Timber. That's a lovely, neat pass. Goods to pay, come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
No, not quite on the same wavelength. Guardiola. Messi. And it's Davids. Now it's Osimhen. Great vision. And he's picked out the run. He can get that clear. And claimed it back swiftly. And it's Amrabat. Goods to pay. Still this single goal behind. It's Lewandowski! He scores! And this is getting better and better. There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Cambio di giocatori.
Tepe can make their change now with a break in play.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
So that's two now without reply.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di 80.607 spettatori.
Azar. Can he get on the end of this? He's got away. Azar.
Drive.
Azar! He's done very well to get to that.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Corner number 2 then. Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. It was hopeful, to say the least. You need more men inside the box, more movement, otherwise it's pretty much a waste.
Tepe, perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Bastoni. Conte. Now, can they get him away? And this is Azar. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. Guardiola. It's Van der Vaart. Now it's Osimhen. Now it's Romario. That's beautifully weighted. Face to face with the king. Chance! And it's in! Right back in the game! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 3. Numero 7.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Numero 22.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Numero 4.
He might be in. It's Van Basten! He scored! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill the game off completely. I, for one, think he should now.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Davids. Now it's Romario. And there's his chance to lead the counter. He's picked his way through. Well read, and the danger is averted. Romario. Passing is crisp and sharp. Nice looking ball. Nicely worked. Look at the spec. There's the shot! And that's a real chance missed.
Oh, that miss could really prove costly. They don't want to be missing too many of those.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 21.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. Hazard taking his leave here, having got himself on the score sheet.
Look, you can only give your all, and he's delivered in that regard, and I think the manager has probably just spotted now a little tiredness creeping in, and, you know, if that's the case, then, you know, he's doing the right thing.
Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Now it's Osimhen. No luck with that dink over the top. Beraldo promptly onto that, and that is that. Conte, that is ended up in no man's land. Now it's Van Basten. Oh, sweet feet. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Just eases him off the ball. Knocks it into space. Van der Vaart.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
They're back in possession and ready to go again. Van Basten. And here's from Mario. Osimhen receives it in a good position here. And we're done. Goods to pay, perhaps ended up out of ideas and out of steam. Some warm applause and acknowledgement. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
The game yet to
everybody,
kick
and
off.
welcome to
The
today's
excitement
match.
already palpable. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. There's the whistle, and here we go. Now it's Osimhen. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Bebeto. Beraldo is the guilty party there. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Well, it is plumb centre, but it is a fair way out on the very cusp of credible shooting range. That was travelling. Now it's Bebeto. Osimhen might just make this. He can run onto that.
In Paul Scholes, we have a player who can pull all the strings in midfield, one of England's best ever.
So unsung, but utterly appreciated by those he plays with.
Yeah, simply a master of passing, Peter. His ability to know what's going on around him at any given time makes him such a clever and hugely capable danger in this team.
Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Messi. Ambitious ball here. And he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. It's gone out for a throw-in. And it's Guardiola. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Messi. And here's Osimhen. Osimhen. Can he finish? He scored! It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
So we have our breakthrough.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. And they're not going to make any further progress now.
Bebeto really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Romario, and that is expertly dealt with. It's a pretty loose pass. That has been slung wide. Roberto Carlos, a player who needs no introduction. Roberto Carlos does well to get it back. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Osimhen finds himself offside. Well, that pass isn't the best. Oh, it's Bebeto. Dembele picks it up out wide. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Osimhen. It's a searching pass. Oh, this is Romario. Gets through on his own. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Romario.
And again, they're pressing effectively.
Conte. And it's Davids. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. McTominay. Oh, it's Dembele. Looking for the run. Dembele looking to get on the end of this. Oh, that's fabulous. Real chance! Sticks it away! They have come roaring back!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
No, he's not getting past him there. Can he latch on to this? Scholes. Rodri. Now it's Hazard. Hazard has got himself a free kick. Well, played right into his path. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Now this could be a chance. There's the shot! Goal! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Galatasaray take the lead. Well, they're... And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. So there was the first half.
Well, Peter, I'm just thinking of the best way to describe that. Frantic, frenzied. It was unmissable and it was irresistible. Forget about the analysis on this one, just enjoy it.
So we're just settling back into this second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
McTominay.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And this is Dembele. And he was alert to it. Romario, a player of legendary status. Now it's Bebeto. Good take, and it shoots! And he hits the net! And there's the goal they've been looking for. That is a super smooth goal, beautiful manoeuvring of the ball, and splendid authority in the finish.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Galatasaray go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Well, this is nothing less than they deserve, Peter. They're in the driving seat now.
And he's picked it up out wide. Played into the box. A mighty effort! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Osimhen clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Now it's Scholes. Pass somewhat off target. And That pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
It's a promising position, and he's managed to get free. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Danger averted for now. Now it's Osimhen. Messi could try cutting inside here. And we have our very first corner. Galatasaray are looking to go forward now. Oh, it's Dembele. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Now that looks a decent ball. And this is Bebeto. And he's got the big... And Bebeto! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Well, this man's contribution is, as you would expect, proving terrific.
Well, not only can a player of such high calibre show the imagination to set up a goal, but he can also produce when the pressure's on to deliver a big moment.
And the shot! Yes! And the lead is extended still further. A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Giuseppe really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
Tries a shot! He has done it! Yet another goal in an awesome performance! They are in complete charge! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
And that's it. And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it for